We find answers to the things that we have done wrong to our planet, and we become an enlightened being. So love really is the answer to everything.
So, as I understand it, we are a lot more than we believe to be when we identify with the experience and the body as this is it. Absolutely. So we all have, like you're saying, higher aspects of ourselves streaming in through this incarnation. Mm-hmm. Would you say that this task that you have was given to you and decided prior to you incarnating on this planet?
Absolutely. I believe 100% that me, myself, my great I am, chose to come here and have an experience on planet Earth. And I did choose to come here and to teach my brothers and sisters on this planet that we have been walking around far too long being blinded. We have forgotten who it is we are. We have forgotten that we are gods and goddesses and that we co-create our existence. We have come here. In fact, I saw this in a vision. In one of the greatest experiences of my entire life, I went into the great everything, and I saw myself as this great everything. There was nothing that existed except my consciousness, and I saw a planet in which millions of people were waking up, going to work, coming back home, but we totally forgot who it is we were. But the moment we remember how important and divine we are as individuals, we can create so much more. We can live literally in the world we wish to live in, a heaven on earth. If we can remember that we are gods and goddesses, we are much more special than we ever thought. We can start living in a world full of love. And when you live in a world full of love, your consciousness expands and you can create anything you wish. We have been walking around much too long with blinders over our eyes. I know for a fact it was me who chose to come to this planet and have this experience. And I know that I came to share my knowing.
We've all chosen to come here.
Absolutely, and we all chose for a reason. So we must ask ourselves, why did I choose to come to this planet? Why did I choose? We were not sent here by something else. We chose. So ask yourselves, why did I come? Why did I choose to come here? Who am I? Many of us don't even know who we are. If I'm to ask the question, who are you? Does it have anything to do with your job? Does it have anything to do with the status of who you are in your community? Does it have anything to do with your wealth or monetary values? This has nothing to do with who you are. So if I'm to ask you, who are you? Do you really know who it is you are?
If I look within.
If you look within, you will know. And you know that you sent you here for a purpose. Then you can ask yourself, what is that purpose? And then you find the reason why you have come. And you have something to live for. And it doesn't matter anymore what others think of you. It doesn't matter anymore what you think of others. You know that you are here for your journey, your experience. And it is your great I am that is moving you around down here to experience everything you do here on this planet. So it changes the whole mindset. All of a sudden now, with this knowing that you are God and Goddess, that you chose to come, that you have a reason to be here, you can set the mind down, the ego down, and you can really start living for your own purpose.
It's a big difference between following and practicing one religion and looking within.
It is an absolute truth that every religion on this planet is man-made. It is man-made. We follow great individuals. Let's take Christ just for one example. He was a great being. And when he said, I am the child of God, the Son of God, he was absolutely right. He is. But instead of saying, I can figure out that I too am a child of God, and I too can live from love, we as a society decided to follow him, that he had all the answers, and all of a sudden a religion was born. Christ did not teach that you have to follow all of these rules to deserve heaven. He taught one thing and one thing only, love. All religions teach that, do you believe in Heavenly Father? Do you believe in God? And they will say yes. Do you believe that you are a child of God? They will say yes. Okay, if your parent is God, then are you too not God? It is a big concept to hear that you are God. What do we do with that? How does the mind even comprehend that? But do you believe that you have a soul and a spirit? Where does that soul come from? Your soul is something out there in the vast everything. God is not a man. God is not a woman. God is all consciousness, is love and light and energy. Energy is real. Energy is a vibration. It's an attunement. Energy is what creates all things. It is also what creates your spirit. Your soul comes from God. And your soul is what is inside this body that has emotion and feeling. It is not this body that is your spirit. You have a spirit. Where does that come from? It comes from God. So you are God. The spirit that is inside of you comes from that vast everything. We have been taught for so long that God is something separate from us. That some entity sent us here, and now we have to live this life, and we are either sinful and awful and evil, or we are enlightened good beings that deserve heaven. But we have to follow all of these rules in order to get to God. God is not a punishing source. God is not something that is saying, you are worthy and you are unworthy. God is vast everything, and your soul is that. That is where your soul comes from. You have a great I am, and it is your soul, your great I am, that chose, I want to go to earth. Life, all life, no matter where you send yourself, no matter what experience you give yourself, is a learning experience. We chose to come, to feel, to experience, and to learn and grow. We sent ourselves here to planet Earth. Planet Earth is a school. Every experience you have is given to you by your great I am. You, and only you, chose to come here. And every experience you have here on planet Earth is for a learning, growing opportunity. There are no mistakes. You are not a sinful being. There are no mistakes. There are only learning opportunities. And if you, your high self, sent yourself here, then did you not come for a reason? Who are you? Why did you come? We are here to experience. Every single one of us. Some of us are in kindergarten. Some of us are in 5th grade. Some of us are graduating on the learning experience. But in this knowing, the moment you know that you are God and Goddess, that you have a great I am, and this experience was given to you only by you, the one thing that loves you the very most, then do I have any right to judge another human being on this planet? I do not. And no one has the right to judge me. We are each individuals on our journey, on our path, to learn exactly what we need, given to us by our own great I am. When we really get this, when we know this, judgment falls away and we become free. All just with that knowledge, it can change the world. We are free. We are free from judgment. We are free from what others think of us. And all of a sudden we can forgive ourselves for all of those things that we feel bad about ourselves about, that we judge ourselves about, because we are not sinning. We are not bad, evil beings that sin. There are only learning experiences. There are all these rules and regulations to life. What people think of us matter. What we think of others matter.